Find k if kx is equal to y plus 8. This is the question. We have two equations, 3y minus 3 by x equals to 9, 2y plus 7 by x equals to 2. So we need to equate the value of y. For that, we will multiply equation 1 by 2 and equation 2 by 3. After that, we will use the elimination method here. When we will multiply equation 1 by 2, we will get 6y minus 6 by x equals to 18. And equation 2 by 3, 6y plus 21 by x equals to 6. After forming these two equations, we need to subtract. So we'll put a minus sign. Here you can see that 6y and 6y will get cancelled because of opposite signs. And we'll write minus 6 by x minus 21 by x equals to 18 minus 6, which is 12. Now let's take the LCM of the denominators, which is x here, which becomes minus of 6 minus of 21 divided by x equals to 12. Minus of 6 and minus of 21 becomes minus of 27. Now we need to reciprocate it. On reciprocating, it becomes xy minus 27 equals to 1 by 12. Now send this 27 on the right hand side. It becomes x equal to minus of 27 by 12. On simplifying it, you will get 3 9s are 27 and 3 4s are 12. So the value of x here is minus of 9 by 4. After this, we need to find the value of y. For that, we need to put the value of x in any of the equations. So I have selected the equation number 1 here, that is 3y minus 3 upon x equals to 9. Put the value of x in this equation. 3y minus 3 upon minus of 9 by 4 equals to 9. This 4 gets multiplied by 3. Also, we can simplify this equation. 3 into 3, 3 is 9. So, which becomes 3y minus of 4, plus of 4 by 3 equals to 9. As we are having two negative signs, so which makes the equation positive. Now, let's take 4 by 3 on the right hand side with the opposite sign. Take the LCM of 1 and 3, which are in the denominators, and multiply 9 by 3, which becomes 27. Now, we need to find the value of y. 3y equals to 27 minus 4, which is 23. So y equals to 23 by 3 into 3, that is 9. So we have calculated the value of x as well as y. Now we need to get the value of k here by putting the value of x and y in this equation. Kx is equal to y plus 8. The value of x is minus 9 by 4. And the value of y which we have got is 23 by 9. Let's put 1 in the denominator.
Is the factor.
Now this equation becomes minus of 9 by 4k equals to, we'll take the LCM of 9 and 1, which is 9. After that, we'll write it equal to 23 plus 72 divided by 9. So 23 plus 72 becomes 95. Here we need to do the cross multiplication. We'll multiply 95 by 4 and 9 by 9. So minus of k equals to, here the multiplication of 95 and 4 becomes 380 divided by 81. So the final value of k which we have got here is minus of 380 divided by 81. We can also write it in mixed fraction as it is in improper fraction here. Now we have next question, simplification. 7 plus root 5 in the one bracket, and the other bracket we have 7 minus root 5. After that, in the next bracket we have 10 plus root 5 and 10 minus root 5. So as you can see that this is written in the form a plus b, a minus b, which is of course equal to a square minus b square. Because of that, we'll write here 7 square minus of root 5 square.
It should be from there.
Now, in the next bracket, we have 10 plus root 5 and 10 minus root 5, which also becomes 10 square minus root 5 square. We have applied this identity in both the brackets. Now here 7 square becomes 49 and root 5 square becomes 5. As you know that if you square root 5, it will be root 5 into root 5, which is equal to 5. Now here it becomes 49 minus 5, and in the next bracket it becomes 100 minus 5.
That's a 40.
So 49 minus 5 becomes 44, and 100 minus 5 becomes 95. Now do the multiplication of this 2. So we'll get here 4180. Now we have another question, which is if a is equal to 4 minus root 15, you need to find a minus 1 by a whole cube. We have the value of a, but we don't have the value of 1 by a, so we need to find it. We have to rationalize this 1 upon 4 minus root 15. In order to rationalize, we will multiply it by the same digits, but with a change in sign. As it was 4 minus root 15, we are multiplying it by 4 plus root 15 in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Again, we will use this identity a square minus b square, which is a plus b, a minus b. Of course, in the denominators. In the numerator, we will be having this 4 plus root 15. But in the denominator, we'll apply the identity which becomes 16 minus 15. 4 square is 16 and root 15 square is 15. So in the denominator you will be having 1, 16 minus 15 is 1. So we don't need to write this. Finally we got the value of 1 by 8. Now we need to find a minus 1 by a. So we have the value of a, which is 4 minus root 15, and the value of 1 by a, which is 4 plus root 15. We'll put a bracket and we'll write the value of 1 by a.
So here this.
Inside the bracket, 4 and root 15 are positive. So when it gets multiplied by the minus sign outside, it becomes minus of 4 and minus of 15.
Okay.
Now by mistake I have written here minus of 8.
Then living up.
This plus 4 and minus 4 will get cancelled, and you will get minus of 2 root 15. And now you need to find the cube of a minus 1 by a, which is minus of 2 root 15 whole cube. So minus of 2 cube can be written as minus of 8 So I'm writing here minus 2 into minus 2 into minus 2 multiplied by 15 root 15 into root 15.
But it goes back.
So here multiplying 3 times 2 becomes 8. Because of 3 negative signs, we are having this minus of 8 here, multiplied by 15, root 15 into root 15 becomes 15, and there is also one extra root of 15, which we don't need to simplify. We'll write the answer. 8 multiplied 15 is 120, and there is also root 15, so we'll write it minus of 120 root 15. Now we have this question here solved. 41x plus 53y equals to 135, which is equation number 1. 53x plus 41y equals to 147, which is equation number 2. You have to find the value of x and y. So for that we need to add this equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2.
I think it's back.
Now on adding, we get 94x plus 94y equals to 282.
I think not.
So we can take 94 common here, and in brackets we will get x plus y, which is equal to 282. This 94 will take on the right hand side in the denominator, and we will divide it by, we'll divide 282 by 94, which becomes 3. So your third equation is x plus y equals to 3.
Slightly faster.
As we have added both the equations once, now we will subtract these two equations. Again, I am writing this 41x plus 53y equals to 135, and 53x plus 41y equals to 147. And this time, as I am going to subtract it, we'll need to change the sign. Here all the signs are positive, so we need to write negative signs. So this becomes minus of 53x, minus of 41y, minus of 147. So here I'll get minus of 12x. Here I'll get plus 12y. And on subtracting 147 and 135, we'll get minus of 12. Now let's take common here. 12 can be taken common. Then in bracket you will get minus of x plus y. So minus of x plus y can be written as minus of 12 divided by 12, which becomes minus of x plus y equals to minus 1. As x is negative here, so I'll multiply this whole equation by a negative sign. After that, this x will become positive and the y will become negative. So I am writing here x minus y equals to 1. Also we multiplied minus 1 by negative sign, so minus minus becomes plus here. This becomes our equation number 4. Now we need to solve these two equations and we need to find the value of x and y. Now adding equation number 3 and 4th, we'll get x plus y equals to 3 and x minus y equals to 1. After that we need to add it. As you see, plus y and minus y will get eliminated. X and x becomes 2x and 3 plus 1 becomes 4. So x is equal to 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. Finally, you got the value of x. Now we need to find the value of y. For that, we need to substitute the value of x in any of the equation. Suppose equation number 3. So in place of x, I'm writing 2. So 2 plus y equals to 3. So y equals to 3 minus 2, which becomes 1. So this is your final answer. Here we got the value of x and the value of y.